At one time, we were many like that of the buffalo. We were strong like the sun, unrestricted like the wind. We were the Cheyenne and the Arapaho, the Onondaga and the Seminole. We are the Apache. But like the ways of the buffalo, so many things have changed. They have shamed us in the name of civility. They had us abandon our traditions and deny our culture. They went so far as to have us change our names and to cut our hair. But one thing they could never do, they could never change our spirit. Ancient echoes. Aho. Thank you very much. I'm going to attempt to play the flute. Thank you. I'm going to attempt to play the flute, and my brother over here, he knows this very well because he's an accomplished flute player. Someone asked me one day, and they probably asked me the same thing, what's the difference between a flautist and a flute player? And I said, oh, about $5,000 a year. And I do so many different shows. I travel all around the world. I have a 6-member band and 14 native dancers that travel with me. And we've been all around the world. We've played at the White House 3 times. We've played for the Pope at St. Peter's Square. So we go all over the place. And oftentimes I get people that will come up and go, so Mr. Many Horses, what's it like to be native? I said, well, growing up it was rough. Because every time we split up for teams to play cowboys and Indians, I always got picked to be the bad guy. I was always the cowboy. So let's go ahead and I'm going to attempt to play the flute for you. Now, as you know, they're soft-spoken instruments, okay? They come from the Dakota people, the Lakota people. They were originally used as a courting flute. Anytime that a young man fancied a woman in his village, he would have to give her a very special gift. And I remember the way the story went was, there was a young man that was so enamored by the beautiful princess in his village. And he wanted to ask for her hand in marriage, but he had to give her a special gift, right? So one day his grandmother says, I need for you to go out and gather wood because winter will be coming along soon. So he did, as most young men do, and off he went. He's going through the meadows and he's collecting wood and he's collecting wood, and soon his arms were so full of firewood that he decided he was going to take a rest. So he set everything down on the ground. He laid back in the tall, sweet grass, feeling the coolness on his back, and he glanced high into the sky. He could see animal figures in all the clouds above him, right? Like we've all seen. Over here was the mighty elk. Over here was the powerful bear. And all of a sudden he heard a noise coming from beyond the trees. What do you think it was? It was the Avon lady. No, just kidding. It was a woodpecker. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So he went to investigate. He got down and he parted the bushes only to see this beautiful woodpecker up in the tree, just pecking away at this branch. Well, he had pecked so hard that the branch fell upon the ground. So the woodpecker summoned all of the animal people to step forward and to blow their breath into the branch, giving it the spirit of each of the animals. Well, the first one to blow its breath into the branch was the loon, which is a water bird. So as all the animals lined up to blow their breath into the branch, the last one was an elk. Now, all my cowboy friends up in Colorado, they say, you know, Many Horses, that doesn't sound like an elk to me. It sounds like a deer with a sore throat. So I started practicing this morning. I got up really early, right? You saw me out here. I was out there by the lake. And the fishing's great out there. I use dynamite. So anyway, so I got out there this morning and I started playing and trying to make the best elk sound that I could do. So I practiced, right? So you guys tell me. Well, as soon as I did that, there were 7 elk. They started charging right at me. 6 of them were bulls. So suddenly the young boy, he stumbled from behind the bush, and he startled all of the animal people. Well, the woodpecker summoned the young boy to step forward and to blow his breath into the branch, giving it the spirit of the two-legged. He realized at this time that he had found the special gift that he'd been looking for. So he asked all of the animal people, and that of the woodpecker, asked if he might be able to take this precious branch, only to return to his village to offer it as a gift for matrimony of the young girl in his village. They all gave their blessings. They all nodded in agreement. He thanked every one of them, and he ran just as fast as he could through the meadows. And as he approached his village, he could see that there she was, brushing her beautiful hair in the glistening sun. As he approached, he knelt by